to the Laughter Light Show on NBC, your favourite go-to podcast to discover and connect with some of the hottest Arab artists globally. My name is Laughter, aka the rapper, aka the producer, aka the host of the Laughter Light Show. And today I have a very likeable guest for you. He's known for his perfectly crafted melodies and his captivating dance moves. It is Kali-B.
Hey, what an intro. Hey,
I can literally see you in the corner, but I wanted to laugh. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah,
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're very welcome. It's always nice to have you. You know, what's been happening lately? What's been in your books?
A lot of new music coming up. Been trying to release music from the vault, all of the music that I have stashed. So
you have a ton of music.
A lot of music, and I'm trying to get them all mixed and mastered and ready for the public to hear, you know?
I love that because you played me about 4 different albums at one point, and I was like, where do you actually find the time to do that?
I mean, I always like to keep myself busy with making music. Whenever I get the chance to be in the studio, I'd rather be there than anywhere else, you know? So yeah, I've been locked in the past few weeks, especially the last couple of weeks from Ramadan. We were locked in studio with Fahad. A lot of new music coming up. So yeah, I'm actually have 4 or 5 songs coming up in the next month. I'm dropping 2 tracks every 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is work rate.
Yeah.
Talking about work rate, I've been in sessions with you and I know how hard you work, but also I love your positive aura. You're always smiling.
Thank you.
You bring the energy into a session and you're super focused. And it got me thinking, where does this vibe come from?
I mean, I love to have fun. I love laughter.
Oh, no pun intended.
No pun intended, but I do love laughter,
yeah.
you know? And I love to enjoy the session. I love to go back and forth with the people I'm with in the studio. I want us to feed off each other's energy in the studio. It's not about me, it's not about you, it's about what serves the song. So we try to keep that positive energy around. And yeah, it's just I don't like to disrupt any vibe in the studio. I like to keep putting out ideas, getting ideas from other people, even small melodies from other people. Try this, try that. So I'm open to ideas, so that feeds off to the positive energy that I'm trying to keep.
Yeah, I love that because there's nothing worse as an artist or even a producer.
Yeah.
If you're in a session with someone else and their vibe is off, especially if you're collaborating, it's going to affect the tune that you create, the energy.
Some egos start to come into play.
Yes.
You know, and then that just disrupts the whole thing.
I agree. Ego is things that kind of are out of your control. But if you recognize that it's imposing in a session, I feel like for the benefit and of the actual song, you should pull it back in general.
Exactly.
And especially as artists, I feel like the ego is intertwined with maybe insecurity as well. We all want the best for the tune, you know?
And ego, we all, sometimes we all get it, you know? I'm not saying that some of us have egos and some of us don't know. Sometimes it comes into play, but you have to know exactly when to
wean it back a little.
Yeah, wean it back a little bit.
So true.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you as well, kind of growing up, as singers, I've always had this question in my head. How do you know you can sing? When do you realize you can sing?
Until today, I don't look at myself as a great vocalist. I just know the techniques. I've took vocal lessons. I know the techniques. I know the breath control techniques that actually helps with the singing. It helps with holding the notes. But I'm not a gifted singer.
I would argue against that, but sure.
That's how I look at myself. And that's what keeps me going into challenging myself with melodies, challenging myself with the scales and keys to songs. So growing up, I remember back in the day, I used to print out lyrics to some of my favorite songs, like T-Pain, Bartender, T-Pain, Buy You a Drink. It's a lot of T-Pain, you know. While growing up, there was a lot of T-Pain, a lot of Chris Brown. I used to print out the lyrics and then memorize them, sing them, try to perfect the melodies as the singers are doing them. I remember also Justin Timberlake, the song My Love. You remember that song?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, that was one of the songs that I still remember to this day. So it was, and I remember while I was performing these songs to myself. My siblings were used to take videos of me while I'm doing this. And then growing up even more, me and my older brother, we started doing like home videos where he plays the guitar and we cover some of our favorite songs from Coldplay, Amy McDonald. This is the
Wow.
life, you know, the now you're singing the
Oh,
song.
yeah.
We used to do a lot of that.
So your brother plays the guitar?
My brother plays the guitar. My other brother also plays the guitar.
Oh.
My sister sings a bit.
So you come from a quite musical family in general?
I think we all learned. It wasn't. I remember my mother saying that my grandmother used to like do these traditional wedding songs.
Wow.
And she used to perform. So maybe we're getting it from my grandmother. I don't know. But growing up, my dad and mom weren't that heavily into music. But I think us, the children, we were all open or interested in music and Western culture a bit more.
I think it really helps being part of an environment where music is open and everyone's like embracing it around you. It just makes you do it. And it sounds like, which doesn't surprise me at all, you've been training in a sense.
Yeah.
You pick up the lyrics. It's like training mode, and people don't realize music is about discipline.
Discipline, consistency. You train, you practice, and practice makes perfect. So you never stop doing that. Even if you know you have the vocals, even if you know the techniques, you just got to keep doing it more because it's a muscle. You're training it. It's the same with writing the lyrics. If you stop writing for a while and you come back to it, it's a bit more difficult.
Yeah, I've noticed that sometimes when I take breaks with my rapping, it takes me longer to come up with my verse.
Yeah.
And then when I'm sharp and I'm in that flow, like
it's a waterfall.
It literally splashing down, and it's soaking up the
I just
track.
had that, these last 2 weeks that I told you about, I was going crazy. I was writing songs every 2 hours, full songs. I mean, like verses and hooks, everything ready. So practice the muscle.
I love that. So you mentioned a few names, like Justin Timberlake, Chris Brown. Who would you say have been some of your biggest influences?
I would say the person who got me interested in starting the music career is T-Pain.
Okay.
I wanted to become T-Pain, I wanted to be I wanted to do the style of music that he does. Not necessarily the topics, but the way he approached music was a little bit different than everybody else.
He made a whole shift.
Yeah, he made a whole shift in the music. Yeah. And then I would say, of course, at the top of the list is Michael Jackson.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, does that explain your dance moves?
Of course.
Okay, and now I know where it comes from.
Of course. Yeah, I mean, being a performer, an all-around performer.
Yeah.
While you're singing, rapping, and dancing all at the same time, I wanted to have all of that package together.
I love that. I feel like
also Chris Brown as well. He's an all-round entertainer. He sings, he dances, he raps, he does everything.
Yeah, he's again very talented. Yeah. In line with the Michael Jackson kind of flavor, and he often gets compared. Yeah, I feel like as an artist, some artists are like okay with not having to dance. Like singers, they could just stand on the stage, maybe play a little guitar, and it works for them. Yeah. And I think with you're more than a singer. It's like you love to entertain.
I love to entertain.
And embody every single aspect.
Every lyric, I'll be...
What happened there? Did you start thinking of a particular lyric?
I picture myself at a show.
I love that. I love that, honestly. And I've seen you perform. I've seen everything, but we're going to talk about that a bit later as well. So I was researching you and kind of trying to understand when exactly you started to release music. But I noticed from 2019 you were really proactive and going for it. Yeah. You've done a lot of collaborations. You've worked with Aziz Wave, Entitled, your most recent project with Wazik, Frequency EP. Yep. So I want to know, what's it like working with so many different styles for you? How's it been?
I feel like whenever I work with a different producer or a different artist, they bring out a different side of my music or a different sound, if you would say. Like, for example, we made a whole album together, me and Entitled, and it was just back and forth, me and him. Some of the songs were his style, some of the songs were my style, and some of the songs we tried to like collaborate together on finding a sound together. With Wazik, we had a direction already from the beginning. We knew exactly what we wanted. We wanted to have a project that is based around dance music, It was more club influenced. It was more. Some of them were. One of the songs you were on.
Oh yeah,
you know?
featuring on it.
So we had a little bit
Yeah.
of UK vibe to it.
Yeah.
You know. So with Wazik we had a different direction, and with Aziz Wave, for example, we always go with the tropical sounds. You know,
I love that.
some
by
of
the
them
way.
are also R&B, trappy. So it's that sound. And also working with Baz, for example, I have an album with him that we're trying to go with a more live instrumentation feel to it.
Okay.
So.
Wow.
It fuels my energy working with the different people. It gives me inspiration to write on different topics and different melodies. So it's very interesting. Very interesting to work with a lot of people. And I think it's very helpful for artist development.
I agree. I think collaboration opens you up completely.
Yeah, so you experience a different... so for example, working with you, I experienced a different workflow. You know, working with Wazik, there's a different workflow. So you get to understand and have an idea of how people work and
So
how
good.
you work and how you try to incorporate some of the things that they do in your style and and it goes vice versa. So they see how you work, and then, you know, it feels like knowledge sharing.
I totally agree, and I feel like there's always room to grow as well as an artist. Sometimes you go in sessions, like someone like Entitled,
Yeah.
he's got like about
Insane.
10 ears, like his ears different.
Insane.
So he can showcase the style or introduce you to a new vibe and open you up to a whole different world. And I think it really helps creatively and expands your knowledge. Like I got thrown in a deep end, right? One time
Yeah.
I got thrown into like a big writing camp with Motown Records to be a producer in it. And I was in with some like Grammy nominated songwriters.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I was like, my God, how do they work? And it's a whole different workflow.
Yeah.
You know, the line by line, the chops, the melodies first.
Yeah,
and
top line melody.
Yes.
One of them will just give the melody, and then someone else will write to that melody, and then
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it's meant to be a collaborative effort,
yes.
and it brings the
Yes.
best out of a whole song.
Mm-hmm.
Like talking about you mentioned like every producer, artist brings out a different style on you,
Mm-hmm.
out of you. Would you say there's a particular Kali-B style that you enjoy the most?
Yeah, I would say yeah. So recently we've been working on a new project, me and Baz, and I feel like this sound really captured a side of me that I haven't experienced yet.
Ooh.
Yeah, the whole project is based around having transitions within one song. So we'll transition, and it just full of feelings. You
Wow.
know? Full of feelings. The melodies, even the instruments that are being played, is just a roller coaster, an emotional roller coaster throughout the whole thing.
Okay, you know, I need to hear that
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
first.
yeah.
You've showed me a lot of music. I've not heard that.
It's called Cosmic Serenade. Hey.
Oh, okay. I feel special.
You know?
Thanks, Kali. Cosmic Serenade. Oh, that is going to be serenading us,
Yes,
basically.
yes,
Right, I
yes,
understand. I have no doubt as well. So, one last question on the idea actually of styles and genres. This thing has been bugging me recently. I've noticed online, right? So, I've noticed there's this artist in the UK that blew up. I don't really want to say any names. And he had a particular style on loop pretty much. You can hear the voice and you'll be like, you know what, I know who that is. The flows, the style, the lyrics, the type of beat choice. Everyone loved him for it. Suddenly he's doing really well. Now everyone's saying, yeah, but he needs to switch up his style. So do you think an artist should stick to one style, or should they be like merging styles or experimenting?
That's a great question. I don't think like we should stick to one style. You can be you on any beat. You know what I mean? You can have your style on any beat or any genre. So that's why I always try to jump from genre to kind of find something that sticks with me, but not necessarily to always only do that. I feel like it's important for you as an artist to try different genres so you can reach your full capability. You know what I mean? So I don't think... of course, you're going to get comments here and there about whatever you do, even if you stick to the same style, if you switched to another style, hey, he switched now, we need to go back to that. If he remained to the same style, then he said, hey, you need to switch up. So I love to experiment, so I don't think we should be able to... I don't think we should be stuck on one style or a genre.
I agree. A lot of labels initially might say, you know, you should have your own style that people will recognize you by. But I don't think
That's fine, but do not limit me to one style.
exactly. Even our creativity, like we are humans first and foremost. I feel as creatives. A lot of my music, I don't know about yours, comes from my experiences in life.
Definitely.
And your growth.
Definitely.
And your barriers and your challenges.
And it's not the same.
No.
Yeah, you keep having different experiences, and these experiences will result in different music when you create. So yeah.
But like each artist is different anyway. If an artist wants to stick to one sound, I don't see anything wrong with that. If an artist feels like they are able to and explore, I feel like you can be a songwriter for someone else, by the way. I think
I've been trying to do that recently. I've been I'm getting to that recently. I've been trying to work with the different artists on writing for them, having them in mind while I'm writing. So that's a different
another
experience.
skill.
Yeah, that's a different experience.
Whole different ball game.
Yeah.
And it's just gonna make you master your craft even more and be on top of it. I love it. So talking about like these different opinions, I want to talk about blocking out the noise.
Yeah.
Because as artists, we are front facing, right? It's not like the songwriters, they've written the song, now the artist has to get the criticism per se.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks they know best and they want to give the opinions. Have you felt like you've been in a situation where you've had too many cooks in the kitchen, for instance?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah. Too many cooks in the kitchen. Yeah, definitely. To be honest, it doesn't help with me personally. Sometimes having a lot of people in the session, so many ideas. I get it. Sometimes it helps, but to me, sometimes it kind of blocks what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
You know. But so I have a certain idea in mind while I'm trying to write, and then somebody else says, "Hey, this." I'll prefer if I have one or two, but too many. That's a
because
problem,
it's gonna limit your creativity. It's almost like
and we're not gonna end up with anything. To be honest, that's my opinion. We're not gonna end up with anything. You'll say you have an idea, he has an idea, they have an idea, and then okay, what's the idea that we're going for?
Yeah, and I can imagine you kind of being accommodating. Like you're quite a nice person in real life. There's artists that will just be like, "Yo, shut up." Like, but it puts us nicer people in an uncomfortable position where it's like,
I'll take the idea. Let me see if I can work with it. If it doesn't, then
yeah, I hear you. Yeah, you could just keep it moving.
Yeah.
Like, do you have a group of people that you do trust with your music that you share ahead of your releases?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah. So, what I would advise people or artists to have is to have like a crew. You would say, if you would say, like, for example, I have Baz as my producer. Of course, we create the music together, and then I have Mohamed as also a producer and a consultant on what I should do or not do, or if this sound is okay or not. So, and I have Roy as my assistant who keeps a lookout on, this song should go, this song should not go. So whenever I make a new song, so there's a group of 5 or 6 people that I share with. Hey, I just made this. What do you think?
That's really good that you do that.
Because these people also are music listeners. They're, some of them are not even music creators.
I've noticed that here in the region, a lot of artists do that. It's openly, especially in Riyadh as well.
Yeah.
And I think it's an excellent trait and something all artists should do. Because in the UK, I kind of found that I'm keeping my songs to myself. I don't know. It's like everyone works individually. I don't know. I just didn't feel comfortable. But here, I actually feel comfortable enough to share it with other artists and hear their opinions ahead of releases. That's why I was keen to hear from you and whether you actively do that regularly.
I do, actually. I do. I send it to a group of friends and some of the people that I work with to get their ideas and their feedback about the records.
Yeah.
I think it's really important also to listen to what other people have to say, especially people who are not into creating music or not artists.
Ooh.
People who are only listeners and they enjoy music and they know music.
That's interesting.
You know what I mean? So when you send them the songs, I'll tell them, listen to it as if you're listening to a song. It's not me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love that. And then you get the real.
So I want the real feedback. I don't want the feedback because, hey, I'm your friend, so you're gonna hype me up and say this is fire.
It's hard to take feedback though. Someone, you put your heart into a song and you truly believe in it, and then someone's like, "Yo,
this ain't it."
How do you deal with that, you know? But
sometimes you gotta accept it, you know.
Facts.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta accept it. I've had so many songs that I felt like they were ready to go, but they weren't.
And then do you go back and work on them?
Some of them, yeah.
Right.
Some of them I just scrap.
Fair
Keep
play.
them in the vault, yeah.
And that's okay to do that sometimes.
Yeah, you don't have to drop the first song that you make.
No.
At all.
You really don't. Even like when you write a tune, sometimes you go back and revisit
I
it.
have so many songs right now that are from 2 or 3 years old. You know what I mean?
But we need to hear those.
Yeah, in the right time.
I feel like we should have a file or a project called "Don't know if you're gonna like it or not." Literally, just share it and be honest.
That's actually fire. Yeah,
right?
Yeah, that's actually fire.
Just be honest. Okay, I want to talk about like your song as well. This has been playing in my head. Your song Gully Keith, I love it, but I noticed it was the first time because I walked into your session. I was like, oh, I happened to be in the same building while you were recording and making that song.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is fire. I love it, but it's the first time I'm hearing you do it in Arabic.
Full on Arabic. Yeah. It was a different experience. It was fun. It was fun, to be honest, writing in Arabic. I feel like I got a long way to go with writing in Arabic. It sounds cool. It sounds fun. It's energetic. You can play it. But I feel like I still haven't unlocked the Arabic version of Kali-B. I feel like that was my first attempt.
Okay.
You know?
But has it received good feedback?
It did. But me personally, I'm very critical, or I critique myself so much when it comes, especially performing in Arabic.
Right.
You know?
I really love the song. I feel like it was a whole different flavor. It instantly got everyone dancing.
Yeah, the
vibing.
melody is catchy. It's and Sufyan went crazy on the production. Yeah, so it felt like a stadium record.
Okay.
You know, you could play that in a stadium, like a Super Bowl. Or
Absolutely. Yeah, one day you never know. So can we expect, do you think, more Arabic from you? Or
I'm trying to develop that more.
Right.
But not very recent. I mean, not so soon.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to perfect the craft first, and then we can see if we can drop some Arabic songs.
Coming from like an Arab region, do you feel pressure to do it in Arabic, or do you think it's okay to go and do the English language songs?
I've always so I started making music since 2009, and yeah, that was the first original song that I made in 2009. I dropped several mixtapes in between, SoundCloud mixtapes, Audio Mac in 2012, 13.
Okay.
I'm not sure if they're still available. They might be available in
we
on
need
audio.
to give it a little cheeky listen.
But what was the question again?
Do you feel the it's okay? Do you feel the pressure
of writing in Arabic or perform? Yeah, I've always performed in English. I feel sometimes I feel the pressure because whenever I play it, for example, in the workplace where I work, I play some of my colleagues some of my songs, and the first question they ask, have you thought about doing it in Arabic?
Yeah.
That's the first question I ask to anybody that I play my songs for the first time.
Yeah.
And that gives me some pressure to write in Arabic, but I still do not feel that it's authentic to me currently. I still feel like I want to write more in Arabic. I want to perfect it more so that it feels genuine.
Yeah. I feel like it's important it comes in your own time.
Yeah.
Even with me, my song Ain't the Same. That was the first time I threw in a bit of Arabic. Barely.
Yeah.
Like, I just threw in a few words that were easy and were going to be digestible in the UK where I'm from, right? But that was my first time tapping into my culture, and it came from a organic place.
Yeah.
That's why it worked. Like, if it's not coming from the right place and it's just pressure, then it's not going to. But the Arabic language is beautiful and sounds great on music.
And
you
it's
know?
very complex. You can play with words in so many ways that are
Even the way the way we say it, like is it called what's it
the
called?
different slangs and different accents that we have in the Arab region.
It's melodic in its sense, so it's beautiful.
Yeah.
What about when you're kind of, there's times as an artist where you do feel like you want to give up. I've been there.
So many
I feel
times.
like, what is the point? Or it's getting hard. And sometimes when it gets to that point, it's actually good things are starting to happen. It means you've been grafting and putting in the work.
Yeah.
Have you been at a point where you felt like, oh, this is a bit hard right now, but you've navigated it? How do you keep motivated?
So I've definitely had those moments so many times. Like in the same year, I'll have it like 2, 3, 4 times a year. Like I feel like, hey, is this working? Should I keep going? Should I keep doing this? And I feel like what helps me the most is just taking a step back and just actually live and just leave the music for a bit. You know, just live my life, surround myself with the people that are close to me and people who who believe in me and believe in the music that I make. And then, for some reason, the inspiration comes back, and then you feel the passion again. I feel like I want to go back to the studio again. So, yeah, I think sometimes it just gets so difficult to balance between work life, the music career, and then personal life. It puts so much pressure uh, on you as an artist, and you feel like, hey, maybe this is a bit too much for me.
Absolutely, and I think taking breaks
Is definitely important.
Yeah,
definitely.
It sparks that creativity. It brings that fire back and that passion. I like that you use the word passion.
Yeah.
And you need to have that fire in your belly to come back and be like, you know what, I'm on
hungry.
it. I'm
hungry. Yeah.
You can't just continue. I've even heard successful artists say, you know, I want to stop doing music because I'm getting bored of it. Like, imagine you become successful and then you've done the same thing. You've made all the money. What are you actually like? Where's the hunger coming from? So actually, you have to take a break.
It goes back to the passion. What was the main reason from the beginning when you started this? You wanted to make music. It wasn't about the money. Of course, that comes with the progression of you as an artist. You want the fame. You want to be known for your music. You want you want a lot of people to know to listen to your music. But the main or the core reason was the love for music, the love of creating music.
I love that.
Yeah.
What would you say has been one of your biggest challenges and one of your biggest highlights in music? Start with the challenges first and we'll end on a positive one.
The challenges, I feel like I've had challenges with creating music videos.
Oh, okay.
You know, but it's getting better right now. I'm getting to know a lot of directors and producers who are willing to work with me on creating new music videos. Music videos were one of the challenges, one of the main challenges, to be honest, because right now you need to be in the audience face. They want to know you, they want to see you, they want to see you performing your songs. Even the Instagram reels, all of those. I've just started recently with the project that I've made with the Wazik Frequency. That's when I started doing reels for every song that I drop, and different reels, because people want to see you. People want to know you. People want to see how you are and how you perform the songs, and you know what I mean?
Visually, you need something to complement your music.
Yeah.
And you have to find a director that can see your creativity
100%.
and match your creativity.
100%.
So, okay, that's very interesting. What would you say has been one of your... Because it's so exciting right now. You know, everything's opening up. The music scene is booming. Artists are super inspired. What's one of your biggest highlights?
I feel like I have several ones, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, I have the performances that I've done in Soundstorm.
Okay.
Those were amazing.
Soundstorm is a big stage.
It's a big stage, yes. And we did one as well in Jeddah. It was the Onyx Arena.
Oh, okay.
That was fantastic. Wow. Yeah, that was fantastic. And also, I remember being featured with Apple Music on new artists from Middle East back when they first launched the playlist. So they selected me entitled, I think, back in a few years ago. So that was because being selected or for the kind of music or the passion that you make, it's rewarding. You know what I mean? It feels like I've done something with this. I've been doing it for so long, and now people are actually, you know, catching up, or they're actually loving what I'm doing. And also the Spotify thing that we did
recently.
Yeah, the fresh finds. That's when we did the Gulli Kef record. Yeah, those are some of the highlights that I think that I had so far.
Yeah, I must say, I'm loving how the DSPs are being proactive, extra proactive in the region.
Yeah.
So big up the DSPs. Apple Music, I think, are amazing. Spotify, they're doing all the work. And I think it takes, they say a village to raise a child, right? But it takes like a whole industry to help build the scene.
100%.
So if they're doing that right from the start, it's definitely going to help elevate the artists within the region, rightfully so, and you deserve it as well. I think you're great at what you do.
Thank you so much.
So I'm sure we're going to see like a ton of new music from you.
So much.
A ton of new dance moves.
Hey.
Blijf,
Hey.
blijf, I can't. Live performances and a lot more. But I want you to spill the tea here. So this is where I just ask you some fun, quick fire questions.
Okay, let me get ready.
And don't give it too much thought. You know, whatever comes to mind first, just go for it. So, what song of yours instantly makes you dance?
Who pulled up?
Okay.
I'm not thinking, huh? I'm just gonna
go for it.
Okay.
What is your ideal vibe for a studio session?
A one-on-one session with a producer.
Love that.
Yeah.
If your music were a plate of food, what 3 items would you have on that plate?
that's put some strawberries there, you know.
I love it.
Yeah, put some strawberries.
Sweet the serenade sweetness.
Yeah, put some melted chocolate.
Okay.
And some pineapple maybe.
I feel like that sums up your music. It's sweet.
Yeah,
We love
right?
it. Yeah, it's sweet. Would you share a message you've received in your DMs? It could be from a big artist or it could be from like a fan base.
I've received this. I have them in my mind till this day. 2 messages that felt very wholesome to me. Yeah. So I'll give him a shout out. My boy Salim, short boy Salim.
Yeah.
He sent me a message saying that how inspiring I am to him. Whenever he goes to the studio with Wazik, and Wazik plays him some of the records, he just gets inspired even more and push boundaries even more. So big shout out to Salim. That felt very wholesome to me. So yeah.
I love that. I feel like those random messages.
Yeah, and it came out of nowhere. You know, I was just on my phone and then boom, a message from Salim saying those exact words, and I was like, wow.
Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
What song of yours gets the best reaction live?
I would say maybe Who Pulled Up, especially when the hook comes on.
Okay.
And On Fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
One thing that makes you smile.
One thing that makes me smile. My niece.
Oh,
Yeah, my niece.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
If you could do a collab EP with any artist, who would that be? It could be producer as well.
I'll give you one as with an artist and one with a producer.
Okay.
Okay. I would love to be on a project with T-Pain or Chris Brown.
Okay.
T-Pain more.
Okay. You're giving it too much thought here.
Yeah.
We want the first answer.
Okay. And
Yeah.
production, I'd love to have a project produced by Pharrell Williams.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
that would give it a whole different twist.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I feel like
definitely.
that would be a whole new flavor and vibe.
Yeah.
And you would tap into a new world.
Yeah, I think he brings that bounce, and I think I do well on beats that are upbeat and have a certain bounce. So I think that collaboration was sounding incredible. I think.
Great. Thank you. So what is next for you in the pipeline? I want to know this. And we like cheeky insights here on the Laughter Like Show.
Yeah, I'll give you
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank
so,
you.
what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to release a song every 2 weeks. So until the end of the year, we're gonna drop a song every 2 weeks, and we'll have several music videos on the way as well.
Okay.
And I hope by the end of this year we're gonna drop Cosmic Serenade with a short film that goes
Ooh.
along with it.
I'm liking the idea of a short film.
Yeah. Also, I'm trying to do a show hopefully next month. Also live performance. So it's gonna be a busy year, I think, this year. Yeah. So much music, and music videos, live performances, and we close it out with the EP that I want people to hear right now. But you're gonna have to wait until the end of the year.
Wow. But it's jam-packed. You're busy. You're active.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I'm busy. I'm locked in.
yeah.
I'm locked in, really locked in on getting the music out and sharing all of the music that I've had in the vault. So very exciting year, hopefully. Yeah.
Okay. Now, something I truly believe in is supporting one another, especially as artists.
Yeah.
I'm passionate about it. I think it helps the scene blossom.
Yeah, it makes it feel. It has a positive vibe, you know.
Yeah.
You don't feel pressured or you don't feel like some type of way. Hey, maybe they don't want to work. No, but keeping that open mind and keeping that, you know what I mean, the collaboration feeling going on, is very important.
Great. So you're going to have no problem with this next question then. So I have this thing called artist baton. So where you just pass the baton to another artist that you want to see sat here on the Laughter Light show doing exactly what we just did today. Is there a particular name?
I would love to see Entitled here.
Come on.
I would love to see also Saud,
Yeah.
Jeed, Z. Yeah.
Everybody basically.
Yeah. I mean, I want to see them have this kind of conversation.
Yeah.
You know, we don't usually have this conversation. I feel like it's a bit more in depth than any other interviews. So you're talking about the growing up, how has it been, what's the challenges? Yeah, so I think it's very important to have a lot of the people that we know.
Yeah. Well, this is what the Laughter Light show is about.
Fantastic.
It's giving that extra platform and a visibility behind the artist's music. So you're not just music performers, music writers, rappers, singers. We want to know the artist, you know, and help fans or new viewers understand who you are and hopefully magnify that further.
Amazing.
So thank you for your kind words.
Thank you for having me. This is
it's
incredible.
been phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like, I can't wait to make more music with you,
Definitely.
hear all your music, and thank you so much.
Thanks.
And thank you for watching the Laughter Likes podcast. I'll catch you here next time, the same place, same time, with a different face. It's your girl, Laughter.